Hey guys, welcome back to Ken's Cinema Sofa. I'm your brother Ken, if it's your first time here, a missionary of 12 years in Japan serving as a Bible teacher and preacher. But this channel is all about exploring my other passion, awesome cinema and TV. Today, that's right, I said today, usually I say tonight, but you know, it's bright, it's about almost 5 p.m. in Tokyo, and we're about to jump into Lord of the Rings of Power. Look, I'm excited about this. I know all about the controversy with this TV series and how woke it is or how woke it ain't. I don't know for sure yet. I know that there are people that are worried about how close it's going to adhere to Tolkien's original works. I really respect that. I love Lord of the Rings. I had never read the books. My dad did. He had a collection, really vintage collection in the house growing up. So even though I haven't read those books, I respect world building and the author's original vision, especially as a Marvel Comics fan. I'm in no way trying to equate the level of elegance or anything like that between Marvel and Lord of the Rings. But my point is that as a fan, I really liked seeing things on screen the way that it was on the printed page, the way I grew up with, the way that makes sense. Having said that, it is the 21st century, so there's gonna have to be some changes. We'll see how that goes, if it's too much or not enough. I don't know. I'm trying to stay, even on this. I'm not, a diehard Tolkien fan. I know that there are college courses. I've heard that, you can major in that. There are people that are professors in University of Tolkien. Mad respect to that. At the same time, I always believe in going in and reserving judgment until you see the finished product, how it moves you. We'll see. You guys have to understand. For me, after seeing Manos, The Hands of Fate, that is my standard for cinematic trash. I dare you to watch it. Don't cheat. No Mystery Science Theater either, okay? So without further ado, let's just jump into this thing. Don't forget, like and subscribe because we're going to continue with this series, no matter how it turns out. Let's get it. I got me a Whopper here. Do not judge me, man. It's been 12 years of ramen, okay? I still love ramen, but okay. They're setting the mood pretty good.
There was a time when the world was so young, there had not yet been a sunrise.
Reminds me of Genesis already. I do have my Bible here, so you may not see it, but I'm going to be using it.
Even you could have possibly believed there was a scrap of boat. It's going. To sail.
I must just be really hungry because it looks like gyoza to me. Oh, wow. That was mean. Even if she is a warrior in this, they're showing hints of what her true character is like. Interested in light, ethereal.
The stone sees only downward. The darkness of the water is vast.
If this is her brother, he could be thousands of years old.
How am I to know which lights to follow?
I like that. It's just a whisper. That is amazing. 2 trees. I don't know, it reminds me of Eden.
So when the great foe Morgoth destroyed the very light of our home,
Morgoth. I've heard of him. He was like
resisted.
Sauron's commander, right? The original Lord of Evil.
We learned many words for death. Command of his most devoted servant.
Man, dude.
Sorcerer. They called him Sauron.
He is huge.
But Sauron found him first, marked his flesh with a symbol.
Man, this is well shot, well told. I mean, but you know, the power of fandom is strong, man. I just hope that it won't be strong enough that people won't be able to at least respect the craft. So they're a search and destroy party looking for Sauron? I mean, they seem pretty ragtag. I hope they got some big guns with them.
This company has followed you to the very edge of the world, but none who ever dared search for this last stronghold has ever found anything. Night is closing in. How long can living flesh endure where even sunlight fears to tread?
We are losing the light.
She's driven by her brother's death. You know, that's... I sincerely hope that the rest of the series is going to look like this, because sometimes you have pilots that all the money was soaked into the, you know, that endeavor initially. It kind of thins out as time goes on. They did put $1 billion into this, I heard. I think 250 million went to the Tolkien estate. So is this supposed to be Sauron's tower? What will become his tower in a later age?
This place is so evil, our torches give off no warmth.
Well, she's a good actress. She may not look exactly the part as some have said, right? She's not tall as an elf should be. But character-wise, I think she exudes that personality of Galadriel. Maybe something will change later on to make her even more ethereal. I mean, there's couple thousand years between ages, right?
Flame unquenched. He was here.
I've heard of cave trolls, but snow troll, this is my first time. He survived. I'm happy. Pleasantly surprised. Or maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. They can take that. They're elves. What? Okay, that was cool, guys. I'm sorry. Come on, if Legolas can skateboard down the trunk of a mammoth, this is okay, all right? That was pretty cool. That was cool. When there's something as beloved as The Lord of the Rings, no matter what variation or rendition you do of it on screen or you know, TV, there are going to be naysayers. There are going to be people that find problems with it. Because when the original came out, the original trilogy, I remember some reviews saying that it's just an action-packed version of the books. Tolkien's original spirit didn't translate to the screen. And that may be true. Unless you're going to make a 6-hour-long epic, 12-hour-long epic like War and Peace, the Russian version, which we will get into, unbelievably. Ooh. Well, you know what? There's a whimsy about this that I like. As an artist, I love that they went full ahead with the whimsy. Clear and clear. Is it like a whole village here? This is really interesting. As an illustrator, you know, I love world building, creating worlds. And before I start illustrations, I have to write more than I will ever show on the page.
Travelers, at this time of year.
It's an omen.
Travelers at this time of year. So these must be the Harfoots. That much I do know, right? They're like the ancestors of hobbits. Let me know in the comments, guys. I am not a Tolkien scholar, but I'm really interested. As a missionary, you know, I know that Tolkien was a Christian and he had many effective conversations with his friend C.S. Lewis. Ooh, that looks good.
A dog.
That don't look like a dog, man. Beautiful. I know that Tolkien was a linguist, and I have mad respect for authors that put all of these different skills of theirs into building a world that feels real and old.
Harold Elrond.
Elrond.
almost as if I didn't wish to be found. Exciting.
Yes, your friend has arrived.
She's here. Why didn't you say so?
Wow, look at that. Man. I'm sorry, guys. The artist in me is just gushing. It's just coming out. Nature and painted art, walls, architecture weaved seamlessly together.
I half expected you to arrive caked in grime and mud.
This time
She was.
This mark's very existence proves Sauron escaped. He's still out there.
There will be ample time later to discuss official matters. I want to hear about you. Your harrowing journey.
You really have become a politician.
Make it sound so grim. You who defied the High King. He has chosen to honor your accomplishments.
It's amazing to me how good actors and actresses can totally embody a different character and personality. Like this Morphid Clark, and she's very different from her Saint Maud character. She has a regalness and strength about her in this, and there was a slimy weakness mixed with self-righteousness in Maud.
Wonder if there's trouble down south.
I was going to say, don't eat that, please.
Haven't you ever wondered? What else is out there? How far the river flows, or where the sparrows learn the new songs they sing.
Okay, so the Baggins are descended from her, huh?
Wonders in this world, beyond our wandering.
I understand that. That's the mission's call, the mission's heart. I wonder, like, you know, once again, I'm just, you know, as they like to say these days, nerding out, I guess. I love the, you know, the head dress and all of that. More so, not so much design-wise, it looks cool, but more so, it's a hint of some culture that they have. And so I'm interested in culture, as I said, world building. Like, what does that signify? Or what greens you want to eat tonight with dinner? Or is it something deeper than that?
Most valiant of warriors, kneel here before us, victorious. For centuries now, these soldiers have swept across crag and crevice, washing away the last remnants of our...
Oh, did he write that?
Today, our days of peace begin.
I'm talking to you. Knock it off.
These heroes shall be granted an honor unrivaled in all our lore. The undying lands of Valinor.
Yeah, I'm still trying to understand that. Valinor, is that like heaven for them? I love the way that they live together with nature. That also reminds me of Japan. They try to excel to that ideal.
Ah yes, your mystery sigil. I shared it with the High King. It is over. The evil is gone.
Then why is it not gone from in here?
But a whisper of a rumor of the threat you perceive proves true. I will not rest until it is put right. Put up your sword.
Without it, what am I to be?
My friend.
That's not enough for her. It was well said, poetic, and I felt it, but she wasn't having that.
No, the Unionites do not insist.
Okay. It's the brother. If I could just get faded up like this, bro, right? It's hard in Japan, man.
A fellow passed through a few days back, said his grazing's gone rotten. There, only weeds will grow.
Fellow, where was he from?
Give me a hand. We crushed the petals to form a salve.
You crushed them.
I like that elven culture showing through. Care for nature.
Beauty has great power to heal the soul. The ordinary.
Okay, so
Well,
he's just a normal soldier.
Have you considered the consequences I might face if the Watchwarden were to discover what it is that you're doing?
Afraid I don't take your meaning. It has changed much, Watchwarden.
That's beautiful, wow.
But the men who live here have not. The blood of those who stood with Morgoth still darkens their veins.
Whoa, some of them stood with Morgoth, right? That's amazing because the Bible says that when Jesus returns for 1,000-year reign, Satan will be loosed again after that time. And unbelievably, there will be some on the earth that do side with him. These are good-sized episodes, too. Like 1 hour.
It's fire root powder. You have to do it slowly.
Go any slow, we'll be stuck here all day.
Man, all these little whippersnappers have attitudes, man.
Last 3 nights, scratching and scraping. What's one of them doing here?
Where's she been grazing?
She wandered east a few days ago.
Oh my God!
Squirted out of
What the?
Where are you going?
To wash my hand. You know, there are a few things as troubling as that. You know, the breast is supposed to be, you know, symbol of life, nourishment to new creatures, and some black goo comes out of it. That is, ugh. Not only is that physically disgusting, it's just spiritually unnerving.
Is it true? About your mum?
It's what true?
Waldry caught herself and one of the pointies. Mighty sweet back of his well the other day.
It's a lie.
Maybe that's why your father run off like he's done.
My father didn't run off.
Then what happened to him?
Are you guys supposed to be working together to do some job? Like, what are you doing, man? What are you saying? What is that? Oh no. Is that that looks like a Mordor blade or something from Sauron.
Watch it!
Guys, man, there is a lot going on.
The shadow she sought. You believe it does exist. Set your mind at peace about it. Are you acquainted with the work of Lord Galadriel? The greatest of elven smiths, of course. He's about to embark on a new project, one of singular importance. And we've decided that you will be working with him. Now the stars. Eyes open, like they're watching for something.
Watching for what?
Come on, Galadriel. Wow. I guess where they're going, I mean, I love the beautiful symbolism in that. Where they're going, they don't need armor anymore. I mean, that reminds me of heaven. Or the new heaven and the new earth that will come, as the Bible says in Jesus' millennial reign, where the people of the earth will beat down their weapons of war into tools and plowshares to farm the land, an age of peace.
Sometimes we cannot know until we have touched the darkness.
And she's been touched by the darkness. I knew it. I think I know who this is. Do you know who it was? We don't need to say it. Well, guys, that's it. Amazon's Lord of the Rings of Power. I am on board. I understand some of the hate and criticism that's going to come from people that are diehard fans of Tolkien. I am a fan of Tolkien's vision, and I feel that this show so far is showing that. There are going to be changes, of course, in the interpretation of certain details of race and things like that. And I totally get how that will bother people. As I said earlier in my reaction, I'm kind of missing the elves not having the light color eyes and all that. But story-wise and in the spirit and vibe and respect to the source material and the man himself, Tolkien, I feel it's here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I think I'm going to be needing this. Yeah, there's a lot to go into, even spiritually. I know that Tolkien was a Christian and that I don't know if he had how much of an effect he had on C.S. Lewis converting to Christianity, but I do know that they had many talks as good friends. And eventually, C.S. Lewis was responsible for one of the most popular, effective modern-day books of theology, Mere Christianity. So I am, from what I've seen in Tolkien's work, even though he himself has said that I'm not overtly trying to create an allegory for Christianity or anything like that, you can see in Lord of the Rings and in the mythos that he created the strong elements and influences of the Bible. Look forward to some of that, some more insights, theological insights, as we continue on with this series. I'm really looking forward to digging into it. But as entertainment, as story, I love it. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. I didn't read the Silmarillion. Is that what it's called? But I think it's really interesting that they are going this far back and dealing with this kind of proto-Middle Earth. That kind of stuff really interests me because I do a lot of study and research of the proto-Earth, studying Genesis and studying Babylonian stories and legends and flood myths from around the world, and seeing how closely related they are to the Genesis account, when these legends came up at a time when these people would have never have met. I mean, 2,000, 3,000 years ago, right? Even as far as China, they have their own story of Fuxi and Nuwa, how they were saved from a deluge in a wooden drum. And they fell, when the waters went down, they landed on one of the Chinese mountains, and they praised the Emperor of Heaven, and they created new humans out of clay, you know? So I'm just really interested in that age where, in history, where different cultures, mysteriously, they seem to all have a common ancestry, and which I believe is the Bible, as the Bible lays out. I'm looking forward to this. This hit all my buttons, man. I mean, story-wise, dramatic acting, writing, beautiful concepts in design, as in illustration and costume design and all of that, world building, languages and linguistics that pop up here and there. And I'm just in love with this type of thing. I'm sorry if I'm just kind of just putting out there, maybe not so eloquently, all that I'm feeling right now, but I think that a raw reaction would be more what you all would appreciate. Okay, give me a day or so and I could just speak as a Harvard professor on all of this. Okay, but this is better. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I'm going to watch that tonight. So I'll see you next time on the sofa. God bless you wherever you are in the world, day or night. Peace.